Yo, this is your boy JSF, back with the shitty audio. Again, I'll fix that if ever there's a need to. If anybody watches these videos, I'll get better audio going. But anyway, I just want to make this video really quickly just because I saw Sonicfox's tier list video and I saw him say a bunch of stuff about Frost, and this isn't to try to shit on him. He's obviously like the best player in the world, or at least the second best. So, you know, he's an amazing player. I'm not trying to act like I'm better than him or anything. It's just some of the stuff he was saying wasn't really true or doesn't really work the way he thinks it works. So I just wanted to put that information out there. I don't want everybody walking around thinking Frost is super good, got super cheap shit when she doesn't. She's really honest and she's really low tier. So I just wanted to kind of just showcase what he said and what I believe to be the actual truth. So one of the things he was saying that was really good about her was like both of her throws crushing blow, and that's definitely true. So he was saying her crush and blow requirements are really good. Both of her throws crush and blow. Problem with that is Frost has really slow buttons. She has a 9 frame down 1. You know what I mean? She has a 8 frame down 3. That's a mid with this weird little hitbox. So she's not from this range. Like, this is her stand jab. This is her standing 3. She has pretty terrible range and slow buttons. Her fastest mid, back 1. Her fastest mid, 16 frames to start up. So Frost is terrible from this range. She never wants to be this close to you. So he was saying like, you know, her throw crushing blows are really good. Like, that's great. Both of them can crush and blow. And it would be great, but she's not a character who's going to be throwing. Like, if Frost gets this close to you, press anything and you win. Like, you should never, even if she gets a knockdown, if she's this close, wake up or press something. There's no reason. Like, your down one's gonna be any, like, your down one's faster, your down 3 is probably faster and low. Your jab, your 9 frame mid, or however fast your mid is gonna be faster, because she just doesn't have any fast buttons. She has really bad pokes. So you don't really need to fear Frost's throw game, because if she's in this range, you know what's going on. She's either gonna throw you or do something really slow. She's got back 1, or back 3, I'm sorry. Back 3. Low starter, starts up at 16 frames. It's minus 13 on block if she tries to just do that and throw. Like, it's, you know what I mean? She's got some cool little gimmicks, but if you know what's going on, if you know any of the frame data, none of that stuff is scary. So like, I don't want to say there's no reason to ever get thrown by a Frost player, but they got to be pretty bold to, you know, play you in this range. They got to know they're better than you, because Frost players want to play in this range. This is the range where she's really good at. Like, the whiff punishing right here is OD. This is where you want to be at. They flinch. You know, you take that, or you take that, or whatever. And if you're a little bit closer, then you get the full combo going. That's how you want to play Frost. You want to play her in that range, not the close-up range, because you'll lose this battle against everyone else in the game except maybe Devor. Like, everybody else is gonna have better buttons, faster buttons. So, damn. So the other thing he was saying was, this move is ridiculous, it's super broken, it's super good, and it looks really good. I'm not gonna say this move is terrible. I don't mind it. I think it's your crushing blow. If things like Jackie's dash punch and Liu Kang's flying kick can crush and blow, I think this should too. That would help the character a lot, but that's a different conversation. But anyway, he was saying, yeah, you know, people say it's a high, you can duck it, but if you're trying to duck this, it should just back to you. And it seems like that's the case until you play this character. Let's set him to block. So this is, let's turn frame data on, just to be clear. Just to be clear. It's neutral on block. Problem with that is, if you block it, you're now in this range where Frost does not want to be at. You're neutral on block and all your buttons are slow. So really, neutral on block for Frost is not like, if you're this close, you want to be plus, because your buttons are so slow. Like, that's 19 frames, that's 16, that's 16, that's 9. You want to be either further away or you want to be plus, because that just, like, being neutral doesn't help Frost. When your buttons are slower than everybody else's, being neutral is like being slightly negative. Like, it doesn't really help. So this being neutral on block doesn't mean anything. It's also a high. You can duck it like he said. But the thing he didn't mention is everything's a high. this is a low and you can duck block it, but that's when she's right here. From this range, she can't do anything that's a mid. Like she can from this range, but from this range, if she forward twos and you block, she's now in the danger zone. So you don't even want a forward two from there. You want a forward two from back here, then it's +4. That's what you want to do, because then you can throw something like that out or whatever. That's what you want to do. You don't want to forward two when it'll put you this close. Like maybe you get it down 1, comes out of 9 frames. But the thing about all this stuff is with Frost, you can just neutral jump. Even if I'm plus, even if I'm +4, no matter what I press after that, 19 frame startup is coming down 15. If he jumps, he avoids everything. Neutral jump, forward jump, punish me. There's so much recovery on her normals that if you just jump, you'll beat, even if I'm +4, you'll beat whatever I do if you just jump. That's it. That's all you have to do. So it's not like, once you realize that, it's just not scary. Like Frost is good at the ground game, but if you go in the air, she can't really do anything about it. Especially when she's trying to play from this range. Like, it's just not that scary. And this is a high, this is a high, this is a high. Like, from this range, just neutral duck until you get in back to range. Then, you know, block. That's really, like, it's not really threatening. This is more of a whiff punishing tool than anything. Like, they're trying to walk in and, you know, you're zoning, they're trying to walk in, they think you're gonna zone some more and you hit them with one of those. Like, this is not good on block. It's not. It's neutral as it should be, but this is not something you want to throw out when you're in this range. You want to back two. That's what you want to do. But from further out, then yeah, you can throw that out. Try to get a read on what they're gonna do next. Like, 'cause if you try to do this and then take your turn, you're gonna, like, they're either gonna jump, neutral jump, forward jump and punish you or anything. So you can't just take your turn. You really can't. You can do it if people don't know what's going on, but people who know how to fight this character, it's just not gonna work. I think that was more or less most of it. Her damage output's pretty cool. Her damage output's not bad. I'm not gonna say that that's bad. She can get, you know, off of punish. She can get like a reliable 300, I believe. A little more execution heavy than necessary, but yeah, like pretty good damage. She has really good corner carry. Her corner game's okay, but it's more with punishing. Like, but okay, let me just showcase her corner game really quickly. Reset position, right. So say I get you in the corner, right? I don't have any mix-ups. Frost has no mix-ups whatsoever. Like, this low is 16 frames. It's low, mid, overhead. You know the overhead's coming. My mix-up is that. But what she does have in the corner, say I get a knockdown, you gotta respect this. You know what I mean? So this shimmy game, I guess you could say she has with her back two in the corner. Only problem with that is, again, just neutral jump. Like, just jumping beats a lot of shit Frost wants to do, just because she plays the ground game really well. Like, and this isn't to try to say the character is the worst in the game. She's not, but she just needs a lot of help. She's not as good as, like, some of the things Sonicfox was saying. And I think it's just because he doesn't play her that much. Not that he doesn't know the game or anything like that, but he doesn't spend as much time with Frost as, like, some of us Frost mains do. Like, it gets really frustrating after a while when people, all they have to do is jump to beat every, like, you're sitting here trying to play neutral, do all this, you know what I mean? Granted, you can whip punish them if you can read the jump, but, you know, like, it's a jump. They can do it whatever. Like, they can delay, wake up, and then jump. You know, they can stand here, you walk back. And this move isn't fast. I mean, I'm not saying this should be faster. It's 19 frames. I don't mind this being this slow, but, you know, not the fastest thing in the world. They might be able to read it or react to it and press something. And teleport characters just body Frost free because all her recovery on everything. She just has a lot of recovery on everything. But yeah, that's all I can think of that I remember at the moment. I just wanted to go over some of the things that I didn't think were that great. Some of the stuff he was trying to talk about. Oh, her stand 3 as well. He was saying like her throw game is OD because, you know, stand 3 on your opponent's wake up. So, oh, stand 3 or throw. So as you can see, stand 3 is a high. Not a secret, but it also doesn't have any range at all. So you're in throw range, but not stand 3 range. For that to hit, you need to be this close. And if she's this close, she's doing a high. Or doing a 9-frame down 1. You know what I mean? Take your chances to get hit by the down 1. That's fine. Or throw out your down 1 or something. Like, it's just not, it's really not that scary when you realize up close, she has no range. And she has slower buttons. There's no reason to fear them. And then, like, this is a high. That's a high. That's a high. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no throws are high. Like, you can duck everything this character wants to do. Like, when you realize that, it's not scary. When you realize this has a gap in it, it's not scary. When you realize this has 19 frames to start up and, you know what I mean, you're going to throw it out from way back here. And it's crazy because Sonicfox is the one saying you can react to Sub-Zero's forward 2, the overhead, which I think is 19 frames as well, but that means you can react to this. And I agree, Sub-Zero's overhead you can react to, I agree. But, you know, you can't tell me that, then tell me this is really fast and really OD, and it's a high, you know? So, I don't want to rant, I don't want to sound like I think I'm the best thing in the world, I would get bodied by Sonicfox. I just wanted to debunk some of the stuff he was saying just because, I don't know, I don't want misinformation out there. And I know he's not he doesn't have any ill intentions, he's not trying to say anything, but I don't want people to think this character is good and then she not get buffed and she end up the worst character in the game in the long run. So please buff this character, she's really cool. Just make her as good as this character, Scorpion. No, not that good, he's broken. But, you know, just help her out. Anyway, y'all, have fun, have a good one. I'm gonna go to sleep or something.